What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm just starting my Spoto press day and my pause deadlifts. I just did the one plate. Now I'm gonna do 185. I'm not doing Spoto presses like yet. I'm gonna start doing them when it gets heavier, like probably 215. I'll start doing it. And last time I did 220, I think it was. I forgot the sets and reps. Probably 4x3, I think it was. It was really easy. So I'm gonna go 230 to 235. Like 3x3, we'll see. Depending on how easy it is, because Spoto presses have been feeling easy. Yesterday, Larson's were easy. I just had a hard time Tuesday, like I was talking about with bench. I truly believe I was tired from deadlifts. So if that was the case, then that bench session was amazing. If I was tired from deadlifts, so I have high hopes for this. Kimberly, watch out. That rep was like no leg drive at all. I didn't say this last video, but I just started doing Larson presses, but I'm actually like, I think I'm pretty good at them because I've been benching the wrong way for so long. Like I used to do for 10 years, no leg drive at all. And I didn't start arcing my back till the last 2 years. So like my 8th to 10th year of lifting weights, I barely started arcing my back because that was like the correct position for more like chest fiber growth and all that stuff, and like back position and more scapula. That's midi in the background. More scapula retraction, but I never used my legs. So like those first 10 years in the gym, I really, and then like the first 8, I wasn't using any arc at all. So first 8 to 10 and first 10 years, it was like I was doing Spoto presses because I would not use my legs. I refused to use my legs because I didn't want to be lifting my butt up. I was very ignorant to powerlifting, and I didn't want to be lifting my butt up. I thought if you use your legs, your butt will come up. That was most people in the gym, like to my defense. In 24-hour fitness, where I grew up lifting, like most people use their legs and their butt would come up a lot. You know, come up more and more and more the harder the weight got. Whether it was a single or like the more reps they did, they just got tired. And I saw that and I didn't want to be like that. So I was like, I had a lot of gym bros around me and I didn't want to be like them. And like I didn't want like too much elbow flare, like horrible. Like I think that looks ridiculous. If you don't know what you're doing, if you know what you're doing and it looks good and it's consistent, then okay, that's different. I'm just not big on elbow flare in general, like that big of an elbow flare. I like to keep my elbows pretty tucked to an extent. And so like I always been doing Larson presses. And now that I look back at it, I always thought I was weak on bench, and I still think that. But before I joined Fitness Underground, my max was 245, but that was with no legs though. Like, I had my arc, but I didn't use my legs. I refused to use my legs. And I saw my friends use it, and like, usually their butt always came up though, even if it was a even if it was a little bit. So like, that's kind of why Larson's presses have like a special place in my heart, because I always did them with my legs down, but without using them. So like on the second clip, like right away, like the second clip, my camera was dying. So I'm doing this video on my phone. I don't like doing YouTube videos on my phone because that's what I have a camera for, but all the batteries are charging right now. I have 3 batteries. They're all charging simultaneously. And speaking of the Spoto press last week, it was 225x3. I just checked. I just check on my videos. I don't actually keep track of them, like write it down. I keep track with the videos. And it's 5x3, 220. That first set of 235, thought it was a little hard, but like I just saw the pauses on video. They were long, and that was crazy. So like I'm pretty proud of the pauses. My pauses are getting pretty good on everything. So, you know, 15 more pounds than last week. We'll do 4x3, 3 reps less. I don't want to go too heavy. This is the last week doing Spoto presses and Larson presses, block. I was done with block presses last week, board presses, whatever. No more. I took out 2 weeks ago. It was my last week doing what was it? Pin press. So next week I will be benching. I'm not sure about 4 times, but I'm gonna just bench, pause the living shit out of it. I think that's a tiny mistake I've made in the past, not pausing too long, a week out. I don't know if that's 2 weeks out or a week out, whatever. I'll call it a week out. But next week is my last heavy week for sure. So I'm gonna really pause everything like no other. And it's gonna be a real highlight reel. And it's gonna be a true testament of what I can do meet day. The rest always goes great for me. Just gonna lift 2 days, meet week. Just probably just squat, bench. Or I might just deadlift and then squat, bench. Because I like to leave deadlift way out. Like last time I didn't deadlift 8 days out of meet day, from meet day. Because my back was really hurting. Not my back, like my left hip was bothering me. And I still squatted. I did 402, I'll never forget. For a 3x1, that was going to be my opener. But my hip bothered me so much that 3x1 was heavy. And my opener, I put it down to 390. But they still put 402 because the bar was heavier. So, like deadlifts, I've read it's okay to have 5 to 10 days off before meet day. It depends on the person, but I usually used to 4 or 5 days. Last time I did 8 and I felt great. Deadlifts were perfect on my meet and deadlifts, but if it wasn't for warming up twice, that's honestly not an excuse. But like I was tired though, so like for not warming up twice, I think I did great. Honestly, the 480 wasn't that hard. The bar went down, but it was only just really hard off the floor to my shins, about where it shook. Then it was easy after that. So I'm convinced if I didn't warm up twice, it would have been real easy. Probably would have done 500. Like every attempt was heavy, all RP 10s, and I was already gassed. And I think I was a little sick, but if I would have just warmed up once, deadlifts felt amazing in the warm-ups. Like amazing. I'm sure I could have done 500. I really do. Or 480 for easy, like easy 480 or easy 485. In my head, I counted 1, 2, 3 on those pauses. Not long ones today. I was just like 1, 2, 3, and that was way easier than the first set. I don't know what it is. Like bench has been feeling amazing. Just Tuesday was the only bad day, but it's feeling amazing again. We'll see Sunday. Wait, today's Friday? It's because it's midnight, so I forget what day it is. So it's late Friday, late Thursday. So I think it's like 11-ish when I started, or almost midnight. So it's technically Friday. So I'm gonna rest all day Friday. It's the same thing, but a little different. Just working out real late, or real early technically. So tomorrow rest. Might do some accessories at FU. And then it's Friday. Yeah, it's gonna be Friday. So, oh yeah. So Friday I'll rest, and Saturday with the accessories. Sunday I'll be benching probably here. This bench isn't that much different than the one over there. Like seriously, even like padding wise, it is thinner, but it wasn't much of a difference because I went yesterday. Gotcha. Come here. Go. Dude. Come on, man. Dude. Come on, man. Ugh. So after benching, you know, I did want to do a top single. I was even thinking of doing a top single after this because of how easy it was. I'm not a fan of doing a top single after working sets. Most people aren't. But you know, I'm not going to do that. I wanted to go heavier. I'm not going to do that. It was really easy. I paused like 5 seconds on some. It may not have been like 1, 2, 3, but I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it's long enough. It's at least a 3 count. That was like super easy. And like, my bench is like an emotional relationship right now. Me and my bench are on the 3rd date right now. And we've never been on the 3rd date. We're like not even at the 1st date most of the time. Like my whole life, 12 years I've been like lifting weights, benching. I've done bench more than all the other lifts. Because there was a time where I wasn't a fan like of deadlifts. I mean, I would deadlift though. I would just do a plate though. Because I was like, I think I was strong honestly. I just did a plate and it was easy. I'd do like 20 reps. Sounds stupid, I know. But I was like 16. So... No, yeah, 16. Yeah, I've been listening since I was 14, but 16 was when I was like doing the deadlifts at the gym, and then squats. I just didn't want to hurt myself, so I was like preferring the leg press. But now if I could go back and do it again, man, if I could go back and do it again, I'd invest in at least a belt, a cheap belt, wrist straps, all that stuff. I didn't use wrist straps until like literally 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I was so stubborn and ignorant and so set on my ways that powerlifting was stupid. And even if I didn't compete or do powerlifting, I could have at least gotten stronger. And I was so like settling, like I was so like focused on being an all-around athlete, doing sled pushes, sprints, weights, heavy weights, like trying to be a bodybuilder, all these things. But now I'm set on one thing, and bench is the one I've done the most. And like I said, we're usually not on the first date. We always, like, it's not we, like it's a relationship. It was me not putting in the effort, you know, like I talked about the leg drive, the art, not doing the research. But what I'm trying to say is about the dating, the third date's like the worst one. And that's how we are right now, because like I'm not sure how strong I can be. And I felt amazing. It's mainly just Tuesday. That was like a bad day. Like my bench walked out on me. We were like at Olive Garden and my bench just walked out. Even though it was a good date though. And then we made up after. Most of the time, it's like we can't even get to Olive Garden. I can't even get a call. I can't even get a text. So, speaking of how I feel right now with bench, I feel amazing. I can't wait to actually bench. Like, I'm thinking of benching 5 times this week, as in benching tomorrow, because I just really want to gauge like my bench more than ever. I just want it to be strong. Like, I've never benched more than 254 in a meet, and that's just horrible. And I think I'm gonna open up with 254. Like, based off of everything, I think I could open up at 254. And that's like one goal I wanted to set, was open up higher than my third attempt on my first meet. I've done it for all my other ones. For squat I did it right away. So yeah, second meet I did 385. My third attempt on my first meet was 369. And then October I did 402. So this one we're gonna open up even higher. But deadlift, second meet 463. Third meet was gonna be 463, but you know I warmed up twice, so I did 452. But it was 457 my third attempt on my first meet. But bench 248, I have not been able to open higher than that. It was 243 second meet, and then 248 third meet. So I've matched it, but I haven't gone higher. So this is gonna be opening up higher than my third attempt, and I think 254 is, I think I can do it. Because 248, I know I can rep that. So 254, I think I could do that for 3 on a bad day. I think I could do it for 5. I don't really know. But 254 is my opener on bench. That is for sure. 259 is pushing it. 254 is good. So yeah, I feel real good. It was real easy. It's not that cold in here, but it's cold in here considering that. I warmed up though. I did inverted rows. I didn't show them. I did like all my shoulder stretches that you saw in my last video. Inverted rows, that helps so much. Like, I'm gonna have to find a way to, like, if there's a lat pull down available at my meet, like some are at gyms and there's like machines there, I'm gonna have to warm up on that first. Pull ups, inverted rows, something where I do that before bench. That helps a lot. So these warm-ups, my back has really been hurting, especially that last one, 385. I put the belt too high, like up here, and it wasn't supporting my lower back enough. I think, I don't know. It's kind of been happening. My lower back has been hurting on deadlifts. Maybe because it's harder, because these plates are, you know, closer than comp plates. But oh well, we'll see. It'll be 410 right here for a 3x2 paused. We did 3x3 last week, 390. But 3x2 pause. What I've been noticing lately, I'm slow at lockout, especially with these, because it's heavy. It's not that hard, but the lockout, man. I was never able to relate to people that were slow at lockout, but now I am that guy. That sucks. Could be that these 100-pound plates are harder, but that really sucks. SBD belt better help me, better assist me in my 500-pound deadlift on meet day. Better do me good too. Alright, that wraps up deadlifts and bench. That was real. That 410 3x2 pause was real love-hate. The third set that just happened right now, I wasn't that slow at the top. It was weird. I was actually kind of fast at the top. So I don't know, I think it's just getting used to my belt. I don't know. But I like that set. They probably look hard on video, but I liked them. They were, we'll call them an 8, 8.5. You know, they felt like a 6 though. They were not 6s though. I just felt like a 6. The transition and smooth, how smooth they felt. My mechanics, it was all good. I don't really have much to say in this video. And I'm not saying those were 6s, it's like 8 to 8.5, but I love those pauses. Next week, pretty much singles. That's pretty much it. All across the board. Pretty much. May have some 3x2s, I doubt it. Maybe some 3x3s. Yeah, we'll see. But it's going to be a lot of singles for sure. Majority singles. That's the last video of the week, I would say. So stay tuned for next week. And then tune in for meet week. I got some exciting stuff for meet week before the actual meet. So stay tuned for all this content coming up. Now I got to put all these weights away. Ugh, that's the worst part of my home gym. At the gym, putting the weights away is cool. But at home, it's like, oh. It's the fact that you could leave it there. It's like, yes. But then it's like, oh, next time I got to take it off. Like next time I deadlift, I got 410 pounds here. So might as well just do it now, especially with the 100-pound plate. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content.